Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any future videos. In front of us we have the RRS, RS-905. I have no clue what RRS means, so we'll call it the Real Radio Syndrome Company. This is what I want to call it. I got this off of Amazon for a total of $9.99. Yes, the price has gone up. As the date of this video, it is now $13.99, and we'll go over if it's worth that money or not. I didn't expect much of $10, but I was pleasantly surprised. Here's the box it came in. RRS. Big sound, yeah. Looks like some girls getting it down. Party mode on. Yeah. Oh, there's a breakdancing dude. Oh, some slow dancing going on there. Wearing some leopard print or something. I'm loving this pictures. And there's just a lonely dude chilling. At least it's not a bunch of old people. Radio picture. We got little bullet points. Music, all right. Multi-band radio, sweet amplifier, built-in rechargeable battery. That caught my eye. I was like, all right, cool. Side, we got functions, sweet. Belt. It's the carry strap. That's pretty funny. Just caught that. And where's it made? Oh, it's made somewhere that we all know. And oh yeah, there we go. High sensitivity, sweet. And is the back the same as the front? Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this little baby up and see what we get inside. Oh, look at that bubble wrap radio. My favorite. Love when they do that. Okay, so there's no user manual, so we'll have to figure this out. Box is empty. What do we get? We did get a warranty card. Woohoo, sweet. It's not easy to meet each other in such a big world. Wait a minute. Sounds familiar. Or if this, I wonder if I did a radio from these people before. I may have. A company, there's these Chinese companies who sell a million different products. It's probably one of those. And there's a little email if you want to email them. A token of appreciation. Wow, you can save 20% off. Sweet. Okay, there you go. Warranty. I don't know what you get, but you get a warranty. All right, next, the radio already. Sweet. And it's bubble wrap. Go ahead and take it out. There, look at the beauty of the RRS, RS-905. Love that. Let's go over some dimensions. Okay, so this is not your little radio for sure. 7.5 inches long. Sweet. 4 inches tall. Sweet. And 2.25 inches in depth. Awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's gotta add that. So, yeah, this radio, we'll do some size comparisons. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of big. I have to bring this up a little bit. Figured that. Okay, size comparison. What do I got on the table? Always have CC pocket handy. With a 7-inch cabinet, a 4-inch height, and with a 2.25 inch depth. Yeah, you get it. Reminds me kind of like the size of a Sony ICF-19 or a Sony 506 or Panasonic 2400D. Yeah, I'd say it's about that size. Just getting a general idea. Here's our Skywave, CC Skywave by Seacrane. Yeah, beautiful little radio. I love it. It's not the single sideband version, but I'll let you know this thing is awesome to have. I love the no alerts. Just awesome radio. Okay, and next, we'll be using this as our frequency checker tonight if we need to. That's current time, in case I forget, 10:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. Add that in there. Iron Man, yeah, he's the man with the master plan. He can do it like no one can. Spin it. There you go. You do hear things moving around. There's something in the battery compartment, which I'll show you in a moment. All right, so let's look at the features of this radio. I'm going to bring this back down. All right, the RS-905. I love that. So, Real Radio Syndrome, yeah. So it uses a plastic and metal construction. As you can see, it's kind of a semi-matte finish on the back there. And then it carries over, you got this metal wraparound speaker grill, which I do like. Looks classy for $9.99. That's what I got it for. Yeah, it's $4 more now, but the performance, you're going to see it's kind of interesting. We got a little speaker here. It's about 2.5 inches, I think, as I measure. Yeah, it's exactly 2.5 inches. I took this radio apart. Yes, I did. I got a couple pictures I'll be putting up here in a second in the video. Yes, I have pictures on the inside. Sweet. A bass port. On the inside there, they have like a channeled port from the back of the speaker running through and then going out the front there. So kind of nice. We have a dial on the front. We have our FM scale. It starts at 64, which I found interesting, and goes to 108. Now, I'm just letting you know, this dial is not very accurate. On FM, if you look right now, I'm set at 92.9. And it's way past 98. So, yeah, on AM scale, it says 530 to 1600. That's about right. Mine tops out at 1620 during the day and 1630 during the evenings. Gets a little bit better on the medium wave dial as far as accuracy goes. Not much, but somewhat. And then shortwave 1, it's 3.2 to 10. It gets a little bit better on shortwave 1. Not super accurate again, but close. And then shortwave 2, we got 10 megahertz to 22 megahertz. So a useful shortwave frequency band. Love that. Over here looks like we got a TV scale, and we got a little orange indicator if you need it for anything. I guess if you're tuning in those TV channels. Okay. So yeah, pretty simple. Loving it so far. On the top here, first we get our antenna. This antenna goes up to 24 inches, which is great. Gets some great reception. The DSP radio, it does a fine job actually, which we're going to show you in a moment. A volume on-off wheel right there on top. And we have a tuning wheel right here, and I'll show you that as I move. But this big circular wheel is the tuning wheel. We have our belt, our carry strap or hanging strap, or what we're going to call a strap. Here we have the band select switch, FM, AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. We have a headphone jack, which surprisingly is good. No hiss. I think if there was, it was a very low level, barely made it out. The FM has nice mids and lows, which I was very impressed with. And AM shortwave was neutral and tending towards the low end side, low tone. And it wasn't bad, so it kept it listenable. You know, it wasn't harsh, and it wasn't too muddy. So it was a nice experience on the headphones. I was surprised. Now it is FM mono. This radio is not stereo. I did not expect a stereo radio, $10, and I did not get one. DC input. So we got a mini USB port there to charge the internal battery. Yes, there's an internal battery. And I'll put those pictures up in a second here, show you what that is. So let's go there. We got that done. Oh yeah, and then in the front here, there's a little tiny window right in there. And I noticed there's a little red light. It comes on when the battery's running low, the internal battery. I was like, what's that light for? I think that's what it was doing. And then when I'm charging, it's definitely brighter as you're charging the battery. It never goes off though, unfortunately. So I just checked the warmth of the charger. If the charger cools off, I know the battery is peaked. That's how you do it. On the bottom, we got a little sticker there, giving some information. Pretty basic. Now to the back, we got this vented grill here, but only vents in this one little area. I thought, well, that's cheesy looking. What they do? They forget to knock out the rest? Nope, that's the only area where it can vent. Everything else is like solid, where that base port stuff was I was telling you about. Then here, our battery compartment. This is interesting. It takes optional 2D cell batteries. And hey, look what we get inside. A charging cord to charge the internal battery. So it's that mini USB. It feels like a pretty flimsy cord. I don't know if I trust this one for long-term use, but you get it for free. Hey, for free? Well, for $9.99 with the radio. It looks like it's missing a screw. It is, but there's 4 others holding it in place. So we're okay there. But yeah, it was missing before I took it apart. But yeah, it takes 2D cell batteries. And yeah, it should rock out with that. But you don't have to put them in there because there's an internal battery in there. The internal battery is an 18650 lithium-ion battery, rated at 1200 milliamp hours. And it's got soldered leads, but it is replaceable. I'll show you those pictures. Hang on one second. Put this battery compartment shut there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to show you once more. Polarity of the batteries. The positives go to the right-hand side of the radio. So there you go. All right. Let's go ahead and close this up. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm going to leave that charging cable out, but it's nice I can stow it in there. So let's go ahead. I'm going to set this down. Let's look at some pictures. Okay, this first picture here is the inside of the radio. I took it apart, and you can see the 18650 lithium battery there mounted with 2 screws. I thought that was pretty nice. It wasn't just glued in. That's neat for a $10 radio. Just unscrew those 2 screws. The battery lifts out. And in the second picture, you can see the writing on the battery. And you can see it's a 3.7 volt 18650 lithium battery at 1200 milliamp hour rating. So not bad. I'm pretty impressed. And the leads are soldered on. If this battery ever died, I could fix it and put a new battery in here. So I like that setup. Not bad at all. And then here's another picture showing the internal antenna, the AM antenna, internal ferrite. This is 2.25 inches. Should show with the ruler there. And it does fairly decent. I'm surprised at what this radio can pull on station-wise. Very impressive. So very simple radio internal-wise. Nothing crazy. You might see in one of these pictures one of the wires is bent a little bit. And I'm a little dodgy. I'm wanting to put alkalines in here, so I'll probably just run off that 18650 until it dies. And then if I feel like changing it, I might. So let's go ahead and go back. All right. Back to the main radio. So we'll talk about FM reception and we'll turn this thing on. So FM reception report gets a okay to good rating. Found 53 stations. That's a very good rating. It's a little bit above average. Average is 48. I based it on a 5-star method. A lot of you guys know that already. In case you don't, it's a fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. So 5 stars. It's right in the middle. And I go FM selectivity. I rate it as okay, so a 2-star rating. I'm at slightly below average selectivity because as you tune the FM band, it starts like right here at 92 and right here. So you do this little tiny window and it you get one station that steps too much and then your faint stations disappear. So it was difficult tuning. So selectivity was a little in the pits, but still found 53 stations and most of those you could listen to with no problem. So it had a good sound coming out of the speaker. So pretty impressed with that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it on so we can get radio todderbert, do a little audio, and then we'll tune some bands so we can get some shortwave going, and then some medium wave. Showing I'm using a C-Crane FM transmitter 2 hooked up to a Sony MP3 player, broadcasting on 92.9 megahertz, so I can get YouTube sanctioned music onto this radio.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Operator error. I pulled the headphone jack out of the MP3 player. I was going to show you the MP3 player. There you go. Yeah, Todderbert's screwing it up. So nice volume control there. I like the volume there. This doesn't get too high too quickly, which is nice. Again, for $10, sweet. Yeah, it was funny. A little operator error there. I was trying to show you the MP3 player, and it was it unplugged. Fun times. Okay, so yeah, it sounds really good in person. It's definitely room filling. This little 2.5-inch speaker is really punching. Definitely has some power behind it. I'm pretty impressed with it. So let's go ahead and hook up the shortwave real quick. We'll see if we can find anything there, and then we'll see if we got time for the medium wave band. During the day, the medium wave band did very well. Very impressed with it. The DSP worked really well, and I would be honest with you, this is a great radio for the money. I mean, if you can get it for $10, nail it, just grab it. There'll be links below here. For $14, grab it. I mean, have fun. Yeah, your dial, you're not going to know where you're at, but if you know your stations in your area, you're going to be happy. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I got to turn off my stuff. Let me turn off the MP3 player and everything, make sure everything's okay. All right, we're good to go there. So let's make sure we're going to go to shortwave 1 because we're in the evening time. We're at now 10:22 Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. It's PM. Add 5 hours UTC, so we're 3 in the morning. Okay, so did I get on shortwave? I can't see that with the glare. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go to the bottom of the band, and we'll tune it up. Now I'm using this wire hooked up is in my window, inside on the window blinds. It's about a 12-foot wire. It's nothing very long, very simple, and it's from a Texan PL380, so it's a simple little wire. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Already had it on. Turn it up. Let's tune it. During the day, I was able to pick up quite a few daytime stations after 10 megahertz, which is really nice. Keep going. Canadian time signal.
News Canada. Coordinated Universal Time. 3 hours, 24 minutes. Roger. Transect to the east.
So you can see where I'm at in the dial. I think it's at, say, 4.5. Yeah, it says 4.5. Yeah, it's a bit off. Digital modes. It's a real sensitive radio. I'm pretty surprised. Gotta go slow. I had a little backlash with this tuning wheel, but it actually worked itself free. It's not too bad now. And this pointer used to be like, and it straightened itself up just by using a radio. WWV should be coming up.
Operations and certain kinds of oversight that does not include an impeachment process that is rogue and isn't following proper constitutional process. So particularly here, there should have been a full House vote to initiate impeachment.
Yawn. There we go. So that's 5 megahertz on. It says it's 5.3. It's better than the FM, let me tell you. Okay, the music here. It's right next to it. Yep, sometimes hard to get, but it's right next to that WWV signal. It gets out of Cuba, actually. On 5025 kilohertz. So we'll get a little past 6 and then we'll get to the medium wave band, see what's going on there. think we should be able to pick up some East Coast and Cuba here.
Civilian populations in Vietnam on the basis of false ideological pretexts was an impeachable offense.
Cool. Okay, we're almost done here. We'll go up to the freaking top here.
Para los Cardenales estableciendo un récord, primera vez en la historia que un club abre el primer inning con 10 carreras en una sola y acabó el juego en el primer inning.
Will be in the messenger.
Okay, so you get an idea. There's probably more going up here. This is a really sensitive radio on shortwave. So let's go ahead and change it to medium wave here, AM. So we're going to go AM band. We're going to go, and we got a few minutes on that, and then we'll do some final thoughts on this radio. Yeah, I think you guys know what my final thoughts are already, but you know what? Let's have some fun. Yeah, the real radio syndrome. Loving it. Top of the dial, AM band. So this is CHLO 530, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles. They're supposed to be transmitting at 250 watts. It's a good little radio. Sorry, it's loud. 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, mixing with other stations.
And I should also listen to this whenever you want on the CBC Listen app, which is on your phone.
An interesting point. It's such a correct one that it's a mark of manhood. It's a mark of being a
560 WIND local.
that when you realize
At WNX.com with the name, information, and short biography on your veteran as their time of service. WNX wants to salute those who have sacrificed their position to help maintain ours.
Okay, so WNAX, I heard him say it a couple times. This is 570, Yankton, South Dakota. This is a really good grab for this radio. 460 miles at 5,000 watts. Yeah, this is really good.
as well as the various logistics associated with growing.
Just listen for your shot at winning $1,000 16 times each weekday between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. right after the top of the hour news. A grand in your hand is on News Radio 600 WMT. The Eastern Iowa Cigar Appreciation.
A grand is in your hand on WMT. So yeah, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts.
Check out our next event on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. Search Eastern Iowa.
I'm going to go a little quicker.
And I don't know why she's there.
Okay, so this is 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
So is something I...
Coming in pretty clear there. Wow.
My home.
Stay conditioned. I mean, that think about any team
670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago.
in that conditioning routine because of the rigors of every single.
As you can tell, the dial is, not accurate.
Can be in team.
Sunshine and clouds. Your high 80 degrees. From your severe weather station, I'm 9 First Warning meteorologist Sherry Hughes. News Radio 700 WLW.
Radar is clear.
Coming in clear. This is great. This is Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles away. Coming in like a local.
Gain of the week with investors hopeful about the next round of U.S.-China trade.
Nicholas Coffee Mission. From the earth to the cup. Give the world
720 WGN, Chicago.
coffee. Experience Papa Nicholas.
Can't hover on that. That's not a good song, though. CFZM, 740, Toronto, Ontario. Zoomer Radio, 460 miles away. Coming in beautiful.
Recommend pain-free life centers to all my friends and family because of the quality.
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Suffering. Call Pain-Free Life Centers today at 248-879.
Cross helped convince Illinois lawmakers to eliminate the time
780 WBBM, Chicago.
molesters can be prosecuted.
When Friday, Thursday looks good, but the rains and the clouds.
Thunderstorms high 64. Some slushy, wet snow expected in the Twin Cities by Saturday. I'm Laura Oakes, News Talk 830 WCCO.
It's coming in good too. WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Sweet.
WellCare believes in supporting your health.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. It's about 300 miles away on 840.
You keep more money in your pocket while enjoying extra benefits.
On parque nos vieux. Excusez l'expression.
La réponse.
CJBC, 860, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Je vais vous dire une partie du problème de la réponse.
Non, mais j'essaie juste de calmer là, parce que...
Providing anonymous help all day, 24/7. Now to Germany. There's a shooting. Some people.
This is 880 WCBS, New York, New York, 750 miles.
The country's top security official.
A man dressed in combat gear fired.
So I'm just going up the dial right now.
When I found out that news, it took me about...
I think we're at 1,000 WMVP.
You're in charge of hiring.
By some or by many to be above criticism.
Was just across the street at 10th and A Street.
Under Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner. Last week, prosecutors filed...
Okay, it's...
4, 9, 9, 7, 0.
I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's classic radio. Okay, I don't know what it is, but we're just going to turn that off. We'll stop there. If you guys want to see a more thorough band scan during the day or evening, chime below and let me know, and then I'll do some dedicated scans with this and spend some more time. I'm pretty impressed. Final thoughts, it's like I said, I think at the time of this video it was $14. It might vary a little bit. Keep an eye on it. Is it worth $14? Yeah, go get it for $14. The dial isn't spectacular, but the sound coming out of this thing, headphone experience is halfway decent. The rechargeable battery gets you going right away. Yeah, it's a buy all day long in my book at this price. $14 and under. Just snag one. It's fun. And it can run on 2D batteries if you have to. Very cool. All right, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon if you like these odd no-name radios. I don't know how long it'll be around. This could be gone by the time this radio releases. I hope it's not. Hope you guys get a chance to get one because it is worth it. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Real Radio Syndrome RS-905. Are you liking it? I mean, it's a pretty good DSP radio. I'm pretty impressed. You know, it offers quite a bit for the money, let me tell you. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.